All right. Welcome back to our podcast.
Yes,
Crazy.
welcome back.
Episode 2.
I know.
To be episodic is also wild.
I know that is pretty crazy.
Um, Intro, our podcast name reveal, space reserved.
Yeah. After much
Reserved.
discussion and deliberation, it is space reserved.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we won't change it.
No.
We're going to stick with that name.
Yeah.
Because we're reserving space for all ideas almost.
Yeah, we're almost everything. Sure, we're
Almost
open.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how are you doing?
I'm good. I don't work on Mondays, so I've been chilling and also like traveling the streets like trying to find the cheapest gas has been pissing me off to say the least, but I found the cheapest gas place and then there was like two ambulances and a fire truck and a police car and I said, I'll just go wherever. I just kind of gave up. But other than that, I've been chilling. How about
That's
you?
crazy, actually.
I know it's like ridiculous.
Um, Good. I don't. We had a 4-day weekend for Easter,
Oh,
which is crazy. I didn't actually know that until this week because I don't check my holiday calendar. So people were like, "Oh my God, 4-day weekend," and I was like, "What?" So I had no plans. I had no
right.
plans, which is probably good actually. So I just hung out. But it's crazy for a country that like isn't religious to have Good Friday and Easter Monday off.
Yeah. Good for
But
y'all.
that's fine. I'm not
Right.
complaining.
Right.
So, yeah, it was sunny. I went out on a terrace. I had 2 Aperol Spritz, but that was a while ago, so I'm not feeling it anymore.
Right. Could you
I'm just
imagine?
hungover now
Right.
from 2 Aperol Spritz 3 hours ago.
Right. Yeah.
So, that's where we're at. And I feel like that's it. I don't know. I went out. Well, I canceled plans. Actually, that's what I did. I did have plans on the Friday and I canceled them. And that felt really good. But then I was like, I want other plans. But it turns out
Yeah.
people like already had plans. So I tried to make them and everyone was like, I'm busy. I was like, damn. So,
Yeah. I feel like the warmer it gets, it's gonna start getting hectic a little bit.
yeah. Well, that's fine. I'll be chill with it, I guess. And I watched The Pit. Do you watch The Pit?
Yeah,
No.
I watched the first I'm on episode 6 of season 1. My issue is I watch an episode and then I drop it for like 3 weeks because I'm like, okay, and I just felt like I was sitting in a library or something. Like it didn't feel like anything was happening. And I think that's because everyone talks about how good it is, and so I'm trying to catch the wave, but like I keep missing the wave. But this morning I tried to watch a little bit while I was eating and I was like, I'm gonna stop. And then I haven't picked it back up. So, but I do watch it, I guess you could say maybe.
You've watched it.
Yeah.
You've been there. I love that it feels like a library, I think. I don't know why. Well, I love that it's like everything's happening all at the same time.
Yeah.
But what I think is fascinating is it is to me the unsexiest show on television. Like at no point and I'm like am I like wow, there's chemistry there. But somehow every time I'm like on Instagram or TikTok, people are talking about the crazy fan fiction they're writing for these characters and I'm like y'all will really make something out of nothing. And that's kind of beautiful, I guess. Like I
Yeah.
just learned every single word for like the your leg and you guys were like, yeah, something's going on there.
Maybe the show
So,
isn't for me. Honestly, like if it actually is that boring, yeah.
yeah. No, and that's okay.
I mean, I'll probably like keep going, just like give it like one more whirl, but like everyone's talking about stuff that I don't know about. Like I know something bad happened before the show started, but no one's really saying. I know that one lady is pregnant, but is she pregnant by that other guy or is she not? I couldn't tell like what was going on there.
Yeah, actually in season 1 there's a lot of secrecy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of secrets. In
Like I
season
literally
two,
don't know what's
also,
happening.
actually.
Right.
Actually, that's so crazy. Everyone's keeping a secret.
Does anything get revealed, or are we just supposed to like be like, yeah?
There's one more episode, so I'm hoping for some reveals.
Of what season is this?
Season two.
Okay. I'll give it one more whirl and then you know what I mean. But yeah.
Perfect. Anyway, so that's my how I'm doing, I guess. That's fun. Um, manifestations. Well,
Let's get into it. Last week, our manifestations were I said I wanted Hudson to be in a show where he's not the only person of color, and there's at least like two others, I think. That hasn't happened. I believe that it's in the works. And I have to believe that or else I'll go mentally insane because I think I've been seeing a lot of like this movie's about to come out and look at all the people cast. Is it necessary to have every single person be white? I'm genuinely asking. I don't know the movie, but I'm genuinely asking. But anyway, so that hasn't come true. But I'm still like holding out hope for that. So, yeah,
I think it will come true,
we'll see.
right?
Yes, I
It
mean,
has
yes,
to.
right, it will. Yes.
Yes. Hey,
Right.
we're doubling down.
Right.
So my manifestation was, and the episode didn't, we didn't like post it yet, so people will know already. My manifestation was that I wanted to read chapter 14 of Wolfbird, the heated rivalry fan fiction, because the author had initially said, you're going to get a new chapter this Easter weekend.
Right.
That actually didn't happen for me
Right.
because the author said, I can't do this anymore. Y'all are being too crazy. I can't believe people are putting, basically, like people putting pressure on them to like post new chapters of this fan fiction that they're writing for free just for fun.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I get. And they're like, okay, maybe one day I'll finish it and I'll just post the whole thing. But I will not continue posting serially.
Damn.
So,
And what's crazy is I do recall like last time being like, well, yours is definitely going to come before mine comes. And the crazy part is my manifestation might actually come before yours does. And
I
that's how
think you're
life
better at
goes.
Yeah, you're better at manifesting than I am. I need to do some work.
Well, I mean, if that was the case, never mind. I won't say it, or else I'm going to be like, we have to cut it. Never mind. But yes,
Yeah. So, anyway, I hope that the author is doing well. I
genuinely,
can't
yeah.
wait. I posted a video about this, but it's like I really kind of feel like I went through the stages of grief. I was like, okay, denial. At first I was like April Fools. First of all, I I hate April Fools so much.
Me too. Right. Continue. Me too.
We can go back to that. Like it's actually
Right.
the worst day of the year and I don't want to be fooled. I don't like there's a whole like do we not get enough misinformation in this world? Like, why does there have to be a whole day where anywhere I go, it's like, I don't know if I can trust this?
Exactly.
That just is not. Anyway, whatever. So, at first, I was like, this is April Fool's. Then I was like, so that was denial. Then in bargaining, I was like, well, maybe they'll post it anyway.
Right.
Like, this is just a moment. And then I went to anger at all the people that were being crazy to
Yeah.
them. And like, that really sucks. And then I was like, acceptance, like, life goes on.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
my thing is I have learned from like One Direction fanfiction.com days that I'm not reading something if it's not finished because I like anything can happen. But now
yeah.
knowing that like people can like bully you into so it just feels like that was actually like kind of in our control, but like still fumbled it. Like, yeah. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah. One of the craziest accusations I saw was people were saying that they used AI, which is wild because this person has been writing fanfic for so long, and you can go back and like obviously read their stuff. And there's truly nothing AI about the way that they write. Like AI could never. And someone was like, "Well, they use the same word like four times in like 60,000 words."
And so
So
do
what if
I.
someone has a vocabulary preference?
Yeah, I mean, so does many people. We all use a lot of the times the same word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I forget what word it was. It was like some descriptor, and they were like, "Well, they used it four times."
right. So,
Well, why are we AI investigating fanfic authors? They're not even asking you for money. If you think something's AI, move on.
yeah, we're on literally like AO3 right now. It's not
Yeah.
like it's something serious. It's serious enough
No.
because they're not posting anymore, but like whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're on fanfiction. Do we want to talk about
You know what?
our experiences?
Yes. I mean, okay, so first, so here's my thing. First of all, this weekend I did go to a hockey game.
Yeah.
I did do that. And I knew that I was going to this hockey game for like 2 months. Like, we bought those tickets in February or something like that. So I go, I wear, my outfit. I have like a hauling off tank top. Yes, I do. This is the one like merch thing that I'm gonna buy.
It's so cute.
Thank you. Because I just feel
Love it.
like I already feel too old to like be like in the bullshit, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm just gonna go on Etsy, like get a custom order that says Holland Off on it, made by a lesbian, and then I'm gonna move on with my life. Now, then I went to the hockey game and I was like, okay, so I'm about to get a hockey jersey like on some bullshit. Not from like the actual team because I don't know them like that, but definitely like maybe potentially like a Montreal Metros,
Well,
maybe.
I'm sorry. Well, if you get one, then I have to get one.
But the thing is, stop right there because I was going, and now we're about to get into the long game. Us like bouncing around like crazy. Because I'm like, okay, so I obviously want to get the Montreal Metros because me and Shane go like this. But then
Right.
I've also read the long game, and I'm like, so what does that mean that I'm going to purchase a Metros jersey?
Right.
So anyway, so I did go to the hockey game. It was a lot of fun. The fighting and like the banging up against the boards, I don't fuck with that. Everybody starts going crazy like when they're right up against like the plastic glass because I was in like the third row, so I was quite close. It
Oh
was
my
like
God.
it was $50. Like it's not like I was like, you know what I mean. But anyway, they were like banging up against the glass when people get close to the glass or whatever, or the plastic or whatever. And then when they get to fighting, people go crazy. Like I feel like I'm within the Colosseum. Like I'm like 500 BC or whatever the fuck. Why are
You're
like
doing the thumb.
no,
Who gets to
literally
die?
like except for I'm not doing it because I don't know what like I felt like a barbarian even though I wasn't screaming. Like I was looking around like what the fuck. After the second period, me and my friend got a drink and things changed. Like things did shift. Like when they got into a fight again, I did stand up, but only because I wanted to see it. I wasn't screaming. I was just like, wait, what's going on? Like I just kind of have
You
to
wanted
see.
eyes on the ice.
No, for real. Like they were like actually hitting each other so hard. And then the thing that killed me was the guy on our team, he was like he was getting his licks in or whatever. They ended up like falling flat on the ice fighting. The other guy,
Stop.
yes. The other guy gets up. I don't know where the fuck he goes. The guy that's on our team, he's like touching his nose, like he thinks that like he hurt his nose. And then obviously they have to like go in their little jailhouse rock, schoolhouse rock, and they have to like sit there for like 2 minutes or whatever. He gets
The
in
fact that they
there.
get time out is so crazy.
No, it
Like
literally kills me.
literally.
It's not even like a little cubby hole. It's a door. They have to open up the door. You get in there in a little cubicle and then they close the door. And you and like what? there has to have been like in the past, there has to have been times where like they couldn't hold him back. Like they were like, you know what, I'm out. What? So now there's like two separate cubicles, like depending on the teams. At one point, there was like three of us in the damn jailhouse. So now there's like two people on the ice right now. Are we for real? So anyway, so after he's like fighting the guy, and then the guy on the other team disappears, probably to go to his own jail, he goes into the jail, the guy on our team, and he literally lifts his fist up against the glass, and like the crowd goes wild. Like he literally is acting like a civil rights leader. We just watched you fight on some bullshit, and you act like you're like, right. That
Right.
actually, like, I buzzed out laughing. Like he really thought he was him.
Well, it
So
kind of like is the drama. Like the performance continues.
I mean, like now that I'm, I guess, getting older, it just feels like so much is like theatrical, like courtroom scenes are like very like theater. Like I'm sometimes when you watch stuff and you just have to zoom out and be like, what's happening? Literally, what's happening? So, I mean, other
Right.
than the fights and stuff, even though like, after a drink I was like actually about to fall over because I'm trying to see like what the fuck is going on. Um, Overall I did have fun. I would go back.
Okay.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but like I can get like when a puck is like about to go into the net. You know what I mean? We did lose, just in case you're wondering. So,
By how much?
by one, it was 2-1.
Okay. Could have been worse. I don't
Well,
know how scoring works. Maybe I'll check one out then. Because yeah, I feel like the rules are easy enough. You know what I'm like for getting a point, you got to get the puck in the
well,
net.
yeah, yeah. When it comes to like that, like yeah, but like all the little things like where they have to stop and like restart, and then like the symbols that the refs are doing, I don't know. And then I did hear like if one person is in the jail and their team scores, then they can get released even if they still have time that they have to stay in the jail. It's called like a penalty kill. Like you're
So they
killing
go
the
out on
penalty.
bail.
Yeah, and they race out that bitch. Like it's crazy. Like it's literally crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I would go again. I went for like the hockey is for everyone night, and so I'm assuming it's supposed to be like inclusive and stuff. They didn't mention it
Yeah.
one fucking time. I heard a couple weeks ago they did like a Star Wars thing and they made like a whole big deal out of it. But with the hockey is for everyone, it did not get mentioned once. So that's not tea. And another reason why like I wouldn't be paying for a jersey from them. But yeah, I saw people in like Montreal Metro's jerseys and like heated rivalry type gear. So that was cute. But I think overall when I
Okay.
was like at the hockey game, I thought that like I'm never going back. Like I'm just going just because I got invited, like blah blah blah. I'm gonna feel neutrally about it. And then when I was watching it, I was like, I wish that I was in the world that heated rivalry is in. Like I would have loved to watch like Shane and Ilya like play a game, even if I didn't know
Right.
like what was going on between them. Like after that, I went home and rewatched. I reheated my rivalry. Like it was like, you know
And
what?
you watch the hockey scenes for real then.
No, I
You were
mean,
okay.
well, no. I watched it the same way I watched it. I didn't learn anything new.
But yeah, I
But
can imagine like was probably really fun to watch them play for
yeah,
real
I mean,
people.
yeah. Yeah, like during like the face-offs and stuff, I now have like seen that in real life, and they don't last that as long as they do in the show, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so it's just got me like thinking it was cool. So,
Okay. I'll check it
yeah.
out. My grandpa was a
Yeah.
hockey player. That's a fun
Wow.
fact. Not
That's
like
fun.
professional, I don't know. Amateur
I mean, this wasn't the
Canadian.
NHL.
So,
Oh.
oh.
Yeah, it wasn't the
Well,
AHL either. It was like the league below that. No shade. I mean, that's just the truth. It was NHL, AHL, and then whatever the fuck they are is what I heard. So, but anyway,
And I couldn't tell you what the differences are.
Literally me neither. I just know that like they don't get health insurance when it's off season, and so they were like fighting against that or something like that. That's all I know.
Okay, I hope their union is doing well.
Yep,
They got to unionize.
I know. It's not looking good.
Yeah, I don't know. I never liked like MMA or like UFC fighting stuff. I don't love fighting. But my favorite sport to watch is rugby because I like when they kind of like get a little rough with each other and get a little bloody
I can't. I literally can't. I can't. I
in those
can't.
little shorts. So
Well,
maybe hockey will be okay.
yeah.
Rugby is like, I kind of, when I was first watching Heated Rivalry, I was like, why haven't they made this with rugby? And it's like, rugby is already actually too gay.
I
Like, they're
haven't.
in little shorts grabbing each other's asses constantly
Yeah, I've only seen like clips of when they like grab the bottom of their shorts and you just see their
and lift them up.
entire like ass cheek. That's all I know about that game.
It's an incredible sport.
Well,
Would recommend. But yeah, they all just like, I mean, you're watching it and like faces are just like so bloody.
no, I can't do that. I literally can't. I'm not doing that. I can't do that.
Perfect.
When it gets too violent, I'm like there was a point in the game where somebody swung their stick and it literally
Uh-uh.
knocked the helmet off of his head. Like his head went back and he was like touching his nose and it wasn't bleeding for some reason, but like he kept touching it thinking that it was bleeding. And now we're
At some
going
point
back
we
to
can't.
this is why this is what I'm saying when I was talking about they can have like the face guards or whatever, but they choose to not. Because there were some of the people, like two of them had them on. So you can, but you choose not to, and now you just got your shit knocked upside your head. And then the referee one time when they were doing the face off, I didn't realize that the ref is like this up against them, like they're like touching their bodies. And so when they like were swinging it, he swung a stick, and the referee it like hit his head, like it hit his chin so hard that he like they started playing and he
The
just like stood
ref?
there. Yes, like he
What?
was like
Uh-uh.
he didn't move, he didn't speak. I was like, okay, so his shit dislocated. But I guess he's fine. So
This is
yeah,
not a gentleman's sport. This is really like, yeah, it makes sense to me that this was just like created, I don't know, on an ice field in Canada when you had nothing better to do. Because what do you
clearly
mean?
no shade. Yeah, no, I'm
It's
watching
crazy.
silliness right now. Was when they get into their fight and they like take their gloves off. I feel like that's just so stupid and silly. No disrespect to the hockey lovers. I would go back. But like sometimes do you think that you look like a fool? Because I feel like I do. But yeah,
I think it's good for them to hear that from someone occasionally. It's
indeed.
like, okay, Heated Rivalry has given you so many new people coming to your game, giving you money so that you can afford health insurance.
No, this is what I'm saying because I just saw that like the NHL is banning people from having like the rainbow tape on their sticks.
Yeah,
Like, no pun intended, y'all should be sucking Heated Rivalry's dick right now. They are bringing in crowds and
literally.
crowds of people. Maybe I could have said it
Yeah,
in a better way, but like y'all should be like kissing their feet right now.
literally.
And instead you want to double down on bullshit. The only reason that half of the people are in here, even though that wasn't the NHL or the AHL, but the reason that half of the people are in here right now is because of Heated Rivalry.
It's like they're allergic to making money, which is insane.
That's what kills me because I know that your whole point is to make money. So that's what fucking kills me. But
It's because for some reason, like, I think people in sports, the CEOs, I don't know who's in charge, are like, oh, well, women aren't going to bring in any money. And it's like, that's all we do. They're like, it's
first
mostly
and
women and they're
foremost,
not going to bring in any money. Since when? We keep this fucking economy going.
are you for real? Like this, like look at Target right now. Like I haven't gone to Target since we were all like, let's not go to Target. Target hasn't been doing well. You think that men are shopping at Target?
Absolutely not. Do you know what's doing really well? Rachel Reed getting money in her pocket because everyone
Period.
is buying Heated Rivalry and
Period.
related. Like, I had people telling me they bought the Heated Rivalry vinyl. No vinyl player. Now they have to go out and buy one. Are you
Right.
kidding me?
Right.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. I
It
mean, like,
just.
just to be transparent, like, I did not pay for Heated Rivalry. I was given a bootleg file, and that's how I read mine. But
Of the
I do,
book?
yes, but I do
Me too.
support women. Oh, all right. I not only do I support women, but I support queer people. I support Heated Rivalry.
And you know what? I may actually buy a physical copy one day if I want to have one. Did you get the
Sure.
bootleg with the cover that's like the original cover?
Yes. Yes, I was like, this is fake. That's not, there's no way that that's real.
But that's really brave.
Yeah.
Like, there were women reading Heated Rivalry in public with that cover.
Yeah.
Those are the real fans.
I had convinced myself that that wasn't, that they just put whatever on there because it was not real, because it was
Nope,
bootleg. All
that's
right.
the original cover.
Well,
And you know what? I kind of am like, hell yeah. We should bring
yeah.
back really cringe, obvious covers like that because the new cover of the two of them, it's like, oh, cute. And the original cover is like, they're gonna fuck.
No, I feel like yeah, it's appealing to a different audience. Like that's the new cover with like the cartoon characters or whatever feels very like middle school. Like
Like
I'm in the eighth grade.
romance.
Yes, this is at the
Yeah.
Scholastic Book Fair. It should not be if it is. It should not be if it is.
Imagine you go to the Scholastic Book Fair. First of all, I'm buying an eraser that doesn't really work.
Yeah, first of
Did
all,
you
yeah.
ever buy those?
Yes.
A journal, a book where I can write in, and then I'm looking for another book to read. Also, am I buying all this stuff? No, because my mom never gave me that much money for this Scholastic Book Fair.
Same.
But I'm
I
thinking
yeah.
about it.
I had enough to get one book.
Yeah,
So yeah.
and maybe an eraser. I
Right.
always had crazy erasers. Anyway, and then you're sitting there and it's like heated rivalry at the Scholastic Book Fair.
Like, and that's what the cover is giving. Like, not to start like shading people because we love women. We love what Heated Rivalry has done in all the positive ways. And excited for Unrivaled as well. I'm ready to read that. I'm sure many people are.
I'm really excited.
I also feel like because of Heated Rivalry, read more than I've read in multiple years.
That's amazing.
Like literally since probably like Crazy Rich Asians, I was reading those books like a psychopath. Like I was spending hours and hours finishing those books. But now like I've read Heated Rivalry and I've read The Long Game and I haven't read the other ones. I did hear that one that was good. Roll. Wait, no. Was it?
I read I read the one about Harrison Troy.
Yeah, I think that one people were like that's the best one. And then I've obviously been reading every
Right.
single fanfic that you sent me, except for Wolfbird because it wasn't done, and now look at where we are now.
You were so on it with that.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, do you want to get into the
I
fanfiction
can
of it all?
I'm always happy to. The thing about me is I do read a lot.
Yeah.
Always. And in the last, I don't know. I try and read like real lit fic and some classics in between reading just romance novels and fan fiction, but it's like few and far between at this point. Also because I read a lot for work. And then I'm like,
Mm.
I've read science all day. I don't want to like come back and read like middle March. And my brain needs a break.
Yeah.
But it is crazy because I have been reading fan fiction for so long and now everyone is like the waiting list for AO3 is wild. And I'm like, I've had this account since 2013.
There's a waiting list to like make an account?
Yeah, they have to like approve you to make an account.
Oh shit.
You have to request an account.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, that's crazy. I've I've been around on
Yeah,
that
I
website.
remember when I knew that it existed, but when I was reading fanfiction, I was on onedirectionfanfiction.com,
For sure.
and so I always saw like AO3 as like a different, like I don't even feel like getting into that because I have One Direction fanfiction and now see what's still existing and what's not. Right.
Right.
All my
Well,
work is
people are
lost to
still,
time.
yeah. Did it completely close down?
Yeah.
One Direction fanfiction. I was only reading One Direction fanfiction on Wattpad,
Oh yeah.
and
Wattpad.
that was the only thing I ever read on Wattpad. I was on fanfiction.net before that.
Oh, I never heard of
And
that
then I
one.
switched over. That was like a holdover from like I almost feel like Star Trek fan like 2004 type website.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, it's crazy to still be here
Yeah. I
at
did
nearly
hear.
30.
I know. I heard that. I saw an Instagram thing that was like AO3 is finally out of beta.
Yeah, this week. And it's been in beta this whole time.
That's insane.
I'm like, life is moving and I don't like it.
Yeah. Well,
I
I'm
don't
glad
like
to finally be
change.
on there. I don't have an account. I've never had an account, but I'm glad to be on there because I've been reading.
Yeah, let's get into it. What have you been reading? Because I read about three a day.
Oh shit. Well, no. I mean, I only read the things that you send me. I've yet to like find something or even look for something on my own. So, um, everything that you've read, I've read a fraction of it, but it overlaps. It's a Venn diagram. There's nothing that I've read that you haven't read because you send me everything and then I read it.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be that. I love
Right.
being a filter.
Right. So,
So,
yeah, and
so we
they've
can
all
talk
been
about,
good.
yeah, you read Change Your Win Conditions.
Oh yeah, wait, which one was that? That was the one
That's,
where Ilya was the assistant coach.
yeah.
Oh, that one was good. That one was good. And I'm pissed off, and but I'm also pissed off because I don't like when it's like when HR has to get involved. I don't like that type of stuff. But in the end, I was like, okay, fine. Once you accept it, you're like, okay, so he's an assistant coach and Shane is a player, and that's
Like a,
okay.
yeah.
Right.
And like an older player, right? Like they're the same age.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, of course
So,
they're the same age, but it's also like if you think about the other players, like if I was a player on there, I'd be like, okay, so is there a special
right.
treatment happening or what?
But thank God it's the centaurs because they're all fucking each other anyway.
Yeah, because literally for some reason in that world, every other person is gay. Like it is a 50% chance that you are gay. Like in that world, yeah.
Maybe even higher.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, they're all drawn to each other. It's literally insane the way that like everyone is gay. So,
But that's beautiful in a
yeah.
way. Yeah, but obviously the big one is home economics. Let's take a moment.
We have to do a silent little moment for them.
When I first read that fic, I was like, oh. So this is like one of the most beautiful pieces of short fiction I've ever read.
Like
Genuinely.
reading stuff like that, I'm not joking. I'm not trying to exaggerate. Reading stuff like that where the writing is just so good from just a random person named Anonymous.
That is crazy.
Like
That's
reading
crazy.
stuff like that, it just reminds me that like maybe life is worth living. And I know that sounds like an exaggeration. It's true. I'm reading something so good from a random stranger for free.
Yeah.
Like, they literally broke me down. Like, that, it was literally too good, actually. Yeah.
I love like the opposite timelines. Like I love that shit so much. I love when we mess with like people's perceptions, the point of view, and then also like backward and forward in time. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
I like that too, but I think I'm one of those people that was just like, I need this. Okay, so basically, the story is for anyone that is listening and doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is all based around when there's like a lockout in hockey, which apparently is a real thing, where like the union and then the NHL are not getting along, basically. Like they can't come to an agreement with their contracts, and so there's a lockout. So when the season is supposed to start, it's not starting. And so sometimes hockey players like Hayden, they just go back to their families and like do whatever. And then sometimes they like go to Europe, for instance, and then play hockey in Europe. So in this universe, Shane and Ilya decided to go to Europe and they both went to Zurich. Shout out to Zurich. And they played hockey
Mm-hmm.
together and they were assigned the same home. Obviously, here we are. And it was set in the year like 2015. So, like, a whole bunch of stuff had already happened that is like canon stuff that has already happened. So, they were already like
Yeah.
feeling each other and like had sex a bunch of times and stuff. So, this is just about the Switzerland, like what was happening in the past
Mm-hmm.
in Switzerland from Ilya's point of view, and then what was happening in the present back in North America from Shane's point of view. And either way you slice it, they were trying to kill me. But I had an amazing time. The writing is so good. I obviously yearned for the Switzerland moments more. I think most
Yeah,
people
of
did.
course. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just really sweet. Like the concept of going through all you went through and like hiding and stuff, and also like Ilya being like trash. Like, let's just go ahead and just like say that one. And then they go to Europe, and it's just like they get to play house. Oh,
Well, it's kind of like the cottage was so amazing because we got to see them be domestic and it's like okay, but what if that happened earlier? What if it was like even more intense and they spent more time together and it's like
yeah.
outside of like taking them outside of either Boston or Montreal or even like Ottawa to like a completely different place where they can just like take a breath. That's
That's
so yeah.
it quite literally is like episode 6 but extended by like 4
Yeah.
months.
And also just like yeah, before either of them were like, okay, I'm like kind of in this. Like by episode 6, they were both like, okay, I kind of know where this is going now. But like at the beginning of, okay, we're spoiling so hard home economics.
Yeah, we
So
have to,
don't
yeah.
listen if
Please
you want
read
to.
it. It's so good. If you're into reading, if you're into heated rivalry even a little bit, if those things both work for you, like literally read Home Economics on AO3 by Anonymous. It's so good.
Read it now. Yeah.
Yes. Like in the very beginning, they were so like they were sleeping in separate rooms. Like they weren't like what don't start with me. They were sleeping in separate rooms. Like Shane
Not
would
two
like
cancers talking and trying not to cry.
they were sleeping in separate rooms. Like Shane would go into Ilya's room, they would have sex, and then he would go back into his room. And he kept like making little comments about like how his room is really cold and like just like trying to make excuses to like go back into his room. And the other thing that I wanted to mention was like when they had that conversation with the captain of the Zurich team, and he was talking about how like he noticed that they always like go on day trips together. I think it's also really nice because it is like episode 6 extended, but it's also like they're not like trapped in the house. Not that they were trapped in the
Exactly.
house in episode 6, but like
No, but yeah.
nobody gave a fuck about them. Like they don't care about like the NHL in Zurich, I'm sure. So like they don't know you. So when you're just like walking around doing whatever, you could be anybody.
And they like, oh my God, when they hosted the party at their house,
Yeah.
like that's so like not only being comfortable with each other in that space and like making it their space together, but then feeling comfortable enough with each other and with the people around them to be like, and we're gonna open this up to other people to come in.
Yeah.
Like that's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
I know. And I think like the thing that like really feels like a knife, like slowly like cutting like the first layer of skin is the fact that like when these sort of like strikes or whatever happen, you don't know when they're going to come to an agreement. It could be tomorrow, it could be in 3 weeks, it could be in 2 months. Like you don't know. And so like I'm actually not even about to I'm actually like I physically the con like remembering the scene remembering the scene when Hayden called Shane's line when they were about to go to on a dinner date with a restaurant that he booked so far meaning Ilya booked so far in advance. They're at the door about to go and Hayden calls Shane and then Shane like goes on a walk or whatever. And then later on we find out from Ilya that when he came back from the walk, he couldn't even look at him and he
And
packed his
we
shit and he left.
and he literally didn't even go on a walk. He just sat on the neighbor's stoop and cried.
Right. Literally when he like when girl this is exactly what the voice message sounded like. I would begin my sentence and I would say, girl, and then I would stop and then I start laughing. All I have to say in terms of like things that are like going to make me upset, and this is the last thing that I'm going to say in terms of what's going to make me upset, is when they were talking about like the narrator or whoever was talking about how like afterwards when Shane like realized that he like forgot his key and the the door was unlocked and but Ilya's like door was closed and all the lights were off and like before I guess hopefully I'm explaining it because my emotions are taking them. Hopefully that made sense like visually like if you're a visual learner hopefully like that made sense but the door was locked. I mean the door was unlocked.
Yeah.
Shane went back into the house, saw that all the lights were off after the whole, like, he packed his shit and he was about to go. He went to go get his keys. He saw that the room that him and Ilya would stay at was closed. And he, like, obviously, I guess, got his keys and, like, fucked off. But later in the book, he was basically saying, like, this is now my time to, like, go in the house and, like, look for him and, like, find him again, like, metaphorically. So I just love and the concept of like getting a chance to like be around someone that you love for like an extended period of time in like a different place. That just seems really lovely and so heartbreaking that it ended, but glad that they are spoiler together in the end. So,
It's so like in their character that they would spend whatever 3 4 months together literally falling in love and not once have a conversation about like, so when this ends, what are we gonna do?
right. Like, yeah, right. You would think that like after he hung up the phone, he'd be like, "Okay, it's go time" or whatever the fuck because they had had the conversation. No,
Right. Because one would think, but it's like, God forbid.
no, literally, like we're on that.
God forbid these boys ever. Because they didn't even say I love you, right? Like until the end. They didn't say I love you at
Yeah.
the in Zurich.
Yeah, I don't think so. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Did you read the like new one, the new sister fic that the author wrote?
No, I'm still reading them being in fucking space. I've been struggling to finish that because, like, as you know, I do read it at work, but work has been very busy. So I need to start going
Right.
back to reading it on my phone and not on the big screen.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm trying to do it in order. And then I'm
Yeah.
gonna just be destroyed, like trying to read the fucking. And that was the other thing of home economics. This is the last thing I have to say. Is
No, please continue.
at the very end in the notes section when she was saying how like she knows that a lot of people like she's intrigued about the idea and she knows that a lot of people want to hear more about like the Switzerland times, but she feels like that's like sort of like Shane and Ilya's moments that they want to like keep sacred to each other, so she won't write more about it. She has the mind of a mastermind. So I love
But what
her.
if I want it?
Well,
The
obviously
thing
I
is,
want it. Obviously I want
right.
it.
Maybe we can leave them at the house, but what about a short fic about one of their little weekend trips? That
Yeah.
feels, but we're gonna get what we're gonna get. Also, I just love when authors are really good at like using motifs. Like the fact that when I think about home economics, I think about Shane's shoes in the doorway,
Yes.
the yellow kitchen, and the green like sheets on the bed.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's so atmospheric. It paints such a
Yes.
picture.
This is what I'm saying. Like, people that can just write so well. Like, what did this person do for a living? I'm just curious. Not that I want to, like, see a correlation, but I just want to know, like, who they are. Because they did such a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that story, I almost said that book. That story is really good. It actually, like, you know when it's good when after you're done reading it, you get like an emotional hangover. Like it feels like a
Yeah.
longing after, like as it feels like I'm post concert or something like that. Like I'm like, damn, like I wish I could like go back. I feel like I just got thrown
Yeah.
around in like a washing machine and then I got like picked up and like I want to go back into the washing machine.
Well, also was one where I was like, can I forget what happened and then read it again for the first time?
No, genuinely, can I bonk myself upside the head with a pan and then reread it? Like I might as well just do that. It was really
Get
so
hit in
good.
the head with a hockey stick. Done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I I bet those players could read that a million times and forget what happens, to be
Right.
honest. No,
So,
it's so good.
no, it is genuinely the best. And there was one that was also really good. It might have been Change Your Win Conditions. Maybe it was another one, but like that one topped it quick. Like that writing is so,
Yeah.
it literally broke me down.
Yeah. No, it's besides, oh, the author that wrote Wolfbird and Apogee, I think I didn't send it to you because it wasn't finished, but now it's finished. They also wrote another alternate universe called Nutcracker, where Ilya's a principal ballerina
Oh my
and Shane is
God.
a stage manager.
You need hand it over.
It's so good. It's so
Yeah.
good.
I
So,
love reading. Like literally, I love to read. I'm so glad that I'm literate. I love to read. Yeah.
no, it's like when people talk about the literacy crisis, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
it's a problem, but at least I know that there are people who have churned out 30,000 fan fictions in like the last 4 months for Heated Rivalry.
That is literally bonkers. Like if I could think of something original, I would also do it. However, I can't. Like the minds, the idea of being like, I
Well,
think
you
that
know,
they should be,
I wrote
huh?
Heated Rivalry fan fiction.
Did you tell me that? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
On AO3?
Yeah.
I'm dead. You didn't say anything? I don't remember that if you did.
I can't believe I'm saying it right now.
Right.
It
Of
has
all
like a
places.
different username than anything ever. Like it has no. You cannot connect it to me. It's not it's not good, but I'm like I could get better.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I need to keep learning that. Like, I don't write stuff because I'm like, it's not going to be good. But,
Did I
like,
not tell you that I wrote one where I killed Ilya off?
no. What? No, you didn't tell me that. No, you didn't tell me that. And now it's been spoiled. So thank you.
Well, it's tagged major character
Oh,
death.
I don't read those. What the
So,
hell? I don't read those. You send me the link and I read it. I don't read the tags at all.
and I would never send you a major character death because I know that you don't read those.
If it's gonna be
That I know
sad,
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah. But
yeah.
anyway, that's a fun fact about me. Maybe one
Oh
day
my
I'll share
God.
them.
Yeah,
But for now,
I'm screaming. Yeah.
well, because I used to write Harry Potter fan fiction. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said that out loud either. So I was like, I'll get back on the horse a little bit for this one.
Why not? Everyone else is like,
Just
why
flex a little
not?
muscle.
No, lit. Like, honestly, yeah. I
Yeah.
think I'm like too. I need to get more creative because I'm so like, when I think about heated rivalry, I think about myself and how I want to be Shane's girlfriend. So I can't even like write about like the two of them because it's like, but what about me?
Well, you know what's interesting is I can only write from Shane's point of view, really.
That
Like I
makes
wrote a
sense.
little bit from Ilya's and I was like, I don't know you like that. Like you're kind of a mystery to me. And also you're too precious for me to but Shane, I'm like, I feel like I am Shane.
Me too. Like I genuinely the things that he does and the way that he reacts to stuff, I'm like, he's me. Like I told you, like either he's my son or I'm his twin. It's
Or
one or the
he's your
other.
boyfriend.
Or he's also and you know what? And yeah. And I did have a dream where me and Shane were boyfriend and girlfriend. And that's the best dream that I've had all year, I think. I just love
Right.
his characters. I just love his character.
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to tolerate the Shane hate that people are going to be doing during
I
season
never got
2.
that because when I did hear that when people were like, "I'm Team Shane, I'm Team Shane." What do you, and then I read it and I was ready to be like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to go against my king." But then I read it and I was like, "Okay, so why are people hating?" And I guess it's just because wait, but I actually don't know. Like because he
It's
didn't notice that Ilya was like going through stuff.
Yeah, it's just because of the one situation where Ilya's like, "Would you give up hockey for me?"
Oh, yeah.
And Shane's like, "But like that's his
Oh,
character." You know, like
yeah. He did say that.
I'm
He.
bored.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he did say that. No, yeah, he did say that. And he was like, what did he say? Like, he was like, would you give up? Would you give it
Yeah, and
up
would you
for
give it?
me?
And Ilya's like, "Literally, I did.
Like, do you see, like, hello, like,
I live in Ottawa."
hello? You know what? I'm not trying to be against my boyfriend, but like, I'm about to. I forgot
No,
about
but
that.
everyone. Here's the thing. It's what the story needed. It's what Shane needed.
Yeah. Yes. And I think because when I first read it, I wasn't even mad at Shane at any point. I don't think I'm gonna be like choosing sides. I was just more worried for Ilya than like concerned about what Shane was saying.
I also think people are like, "Well, Shane should know this. Like they've been together for so long," and it's like, not really. Like they've been
Yeah.
hooking up for a really long time, but like they've really only been communicating and vulnerable with each other for like a few years.
Yeah.
And like, yeah,
Yeah, I
give
feel
him
like when you are, not that I know and not that I will ever know, I swear to God, about like being in like a situationship for 9 years or whatever. But like just because one day y'all decide that like y'all want to confess your love for each other, that doesn't mean that you're gonna suddenly become like totally confident in the relationship. Like I'm sure
No.
Shane wanted reassurance in that moment, not that like that was the right time or the right thing to say, but I can see how it didn't come out of nowhere, even though like that would have gotten on my nerves if my boyfriend would have said that to me.
And
So,
he knew he fucked up, right? Like immediately he's like calling his mom being like, I fucked up.
and that's the thing, and like not to start like being like I love Shane or whatever, but like he knows when he messes up. He knows when he messes up, and he will like let somebody else
Let's
know that oh, I just messed up.
well, Shane messed up in the tuna melt of it all.
Exactly.
And he did go date Rose Landry for a bit. Okay. But he came back and the first thing he said to Ilya was, I'm sorry.
Exactly. And you know I love Ilya down. It's taken me a long time and I still don't fuck with him. But I also love him. Like it's like a love hate. But he would
Right.
never I've yet to hear or see or know about him apologizing or being like I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like I do love him. I just, and I understand so seriously about like where he's coming from in almost every decision that he makes. It doesn't mean I like it,
No.
but I will
But
say
yeah.
season 2 is going to be really good. Connor is about to be inside his bag. Like he's about to do something serious to the community. Emotionally, we have to keep it together. If there's something crazy going on in the world at the same time, I probably can't watch the show. I know it's going to take me over the edge.
I'm kind of genuinely worried for how I'm going to react.
Me
Because
too.
I think I'm so entrenched in it now. And I've like just been thinking about them and thinking about it. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be like, I'm going to have to hold back a little bit on like being psycho watching this. But
I could see that. I mean, I could see, yeah, like watching somebody like descent into a deep depression. Someone that like you've watched have like their walls totally up and be such a dickhead and then slowly decide like, oh, it's actually okay to like be normal about things and be nice and like open your heart up a little bit. And then for depression to take hold, oh
oh.
boy.
And cue me falling in love with boyfriend Ilya.
Oh, I already got my ticket to the show. Period. Yeah, for sure.
Like that's gonna be like, yeah, soft boyfriend Ilya
Eating whatever he wants, like eating Nutella out the jar.
with the dog.
I
Don't.
literally, my lips just curled to say with the dog. Yeah,
Yeah.
precisely.
Yeah. And then boyfriend Shane is also gonna be
I mean,
it's
yeah,
gonna be so cute.
he literally, as I just told you, I just reheated my rivalry. I just finished reheating like a couple hours ago.
Oh,
Shane is such a sweet. He's such a sweetie. Like he is just so like he deserves so much and he makes mistakes and then he owns up to it. Like he only means well.
yeah. And that's so and he's just trying.
He really is and he's so sweet. Like when him and his mom were like outside talking and
Stop.
the way that he was like talking to her, it was just so sweet. And then he was the first one to say I love you after that. Like he's just so sweet. I'm not trying to infantilize him, so I'm not gonna call him a baby, but he is just really sweet.
Shane proposing to Ilya in season 2.
Y'all are trying to kill me! Y'all are gonna literally. This, like, this show is so good that, like, the time between now and when the show comes out is so scary to me because I don't want, knock on wood, anything to happen to where I feel like, oh no, I can't watch that. Knock on wood. Please.
Imagine.
No.
I also keep being like, catastrophic thinker.
Yeah.
We cannot get into a World War III situation because that will actually mess with the filming of Heated Rivalry season 2.
Well, you said it, not me.
Other reasons as well. Of course.
Right.
But when I'm looking at my year, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking about. Wow. We could talk about this all day, but we've already been talking for an hour.
Yeah, we got our heated rivalry. We had to like shake it out a little bit. It's
Yeah,
just too
and we'll come
goodness.
back to it.
I'm screaming. It's the reason why we are even like communicating now essentially. Like who knows when's the next time we would have been talking if it had not been for heated rivalry. There's
That's so
this
crazy.
random movie, I know. There's this random movie. It's like an Italian movie about like what if the Titanic was like a cartoon and the animals could talk on the Titanic. It's a whole thing. I forgot what it's called. The point is, at one point, somebody saves this rat or whatever, and he says, "Had it not been for you, I would be now in someone else's digestion." And me and my friends say that all the time, and literally, like, had it not been for heated rivalry, I would be now in someone else's digestion. Like, who knows, like, what I would be doing right now? We probably wouldn't be speaking. Not that we
No.
hate each other again. There was no issue. There was literally nothing going on.
Yeah.
But, like,
That
yeah.
makes it sound like there was something going on.
There was nothing. There was no. It's just the way that I phrased it. I feel like I had to like say that, but it might have made it
Yeah.
worse. But there wasn't anything going on,
There was no.
so we
But
just
that's
had
so
to get that
true.
out. Yeah,
Also, we've literally been talking every day about Heated Rivalry for
literally,
3 months.
no,
But there's
four.
always something to talk for. There's always something to talk about.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
So
we had to put a little focus on the first two episodes because it's still a hot topic in this house.
we're at the end. So what I have, actually, I'll do this one because I also just made a TikTok about it and it's on my mind. Something that was really big for me was when Darren Chris went on Glee for the first time.
Okay. Right.
Did you watch Glee? Were you a Glee? No.
No, I was not a glee. I was not a glee.
Well, I guess I'll just say like because I was a huge Harry Potter kid and I was like deep in it in like 2009, 2010 as a 12-year-old. So allowed. Pre J.K. Rowling um outing herself as
Yeah.
like the worst person in the world.
Yeah.
Um I like remember being on like Tumblr or something and finding a Harry Potter musical, which was like Darren Chris's show from his college days. Like really like
Hmm.
went kind of viral in those communities. And then literally I was like such a fan. I was obsessed with him and like his little theater group. And then the next year I turned my TV on and who do I see coming into my screen as Blaine Anderson in Glee? No one other than
All
Darren Criss. And I was like,
right.
oh, so I feel like I have my finger on the pulse of culture in a way that is different than I've experienced before. Like I was
Right.
there. I actually scouted him
Right.
at his college show. and I
Right, at
cast
the
him
age of
on
12.
Glee. Yeah.
You did.
And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
this is crazy. So I don't
Yeah.
know. Glee was big for me for a while,
Yeah. It was big for a lot of people, for sure.
which I think makes sense for who I am.
Hey.
Like, yeah. First, like 3 seasons before they went to college. After they went to college, I was kind of like, I don't care anymore.
Hmm.
Also, after Corey Monteith died, I was like, I actually don't want to be
Yikes.
here. But yeah, I don't know. And now Darren Criss is
Yeah.
in that musical Maybe Happy Ending on Broadway, which I love the soundtrack for. It's so beautiful. And I'm
Mm.
like, you know what? I'm so happy for him. And I feel like, yeah, I've been there. I know him.
Hmm.
Anyway, it's good it was a short one because we already have a long episode.
Yeah, I love that. I've only seen him in that movie where he killed Versace.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
He did a good job at that.
he's a star.
Yes, and I have in recent years seen Glee clips. Like I've seen all the ones with Nene Leakes, literally
Yeah.
hilarious. And I know the I Want to Be Dirty song because I used to hear it in middle school and I was like, this song is actually so good.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit in the know. I know what he looks like.
Right. Well, that's what
Right.
matters. Yeah, no, I've
Right.
gone back recently and like watched some episodes of Glee and I'm like, this is so unhinged. Like, what was I watching? But I was really like, I took it so seriously. Like, I was really sat for every episode. Hulu before there were ads. Like, because we didn't like have, I grew up in like a no TV house. So I was like always watching just online. And I just
Hmm.
remember being like, I need to be there for the new episode of Glee because I'm taking this seriously.
Mm.
And it's like the most
Exactly.
unserious show in the whole world. There's like
Yeah, some of the
nothing.
clips are like so funny.
Yeah. I was like, okay. But Ryan Murphy, he got me. Anyway,
Oh, this time.
I've never been got by Ryan Murphy again.
No, he definitely got me. Ew. I was pressured into watching the circus American Horror Story.
I'm too much of a baby for that in my
It
life.
literally was not it what you yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, manifestation.
Whenever I'm like dating someone, they always want to dance with me and then I get too like nervous. Even though I love dancing, like I was on the dance team, like I'm like I like to go to the club and dance, but I think I feel too much shame around it. So long story short, my manifestation is like I want to go to the club and like dance with somebody that's like really hot
Hell yeah.
and like not feel shame about like they're gonna think that like I dance weird, they're gonna blah blah. No, like we're just
No,
moving to a song. We're vibing.
we're dancing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's like
Yeah, so that's
definitely
fine.
my one of my New Year's resolutions was also to go out and dance more because I also love going out dancing, like also just with my friends and
Yeah.
being on the dance floor.
Yes.
It's so fun. And I
I
don't know
know.
if I'm always like throwing my friends under the bus. Not my friends, but like there are some people in my life that are like, I'm too old for that. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Don't bring that energy to me.
No, for real. Like just release by dancing.
Your inhibitions.
No, yeah. We are going to have a study abroad episode, but just know that like this reminds me of when me and Andrea were like, and we're going to Cuba Bar. And we
Right.
brought Leah along to the bar that we go to every single week without fail. Like they were seeing us.
No, and I feel like study abroad is really where I was like, oh, I love because well, we'll get into it. Before study abroad, the only places I could go out were like fraternity parties.
Yikes.
And then at study abroad, I was like, oh, I can go to the club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, um, we don't have to get into that right now. We'll do that in another episode. What am I manifesting? Oh my God. I'm going to manifest. for myself or for the world. What do I There's so much I could because I need things to change.
No. Yeah, so
Some
you just
things
start
need
from
to
the top.
change. Right.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm manifesting for myself a this is so boring, but I need it. A
No.
successful work week in which I get the support I need from the people around me in my work. So
Period.
that would be great. Um, yeah, we'll see if that
Yeah.
happens. I don't want to
Yeah.
put in more effort than I'm already putting in. I just need a little bit of support. And I'm also
Yeah.
manifesting that when I go to the office this week, my coworkers don't say some crazy stuff that makes me go. Because sometimes they say crazy things. And then I'm like, how am I supposed to
Right.
work now? Now I have to like think about this.
Yeah.
So that's it. I'll have better manifestations next week, I promise.
Yeah, I need to make my list needs to be longer because like some things are really small and then some things are like actually like world peace. Like, you know what I mean? So like I just have to decide like on what day I want to manifest those things. But it's already in the air and you know, like after you say something the spell type people are like, and so it is. So and so it is.
Maybe we should have done world peace today.
Our third manifestation, our collective manifestation collaboratively is also world peace.
Yeah. There we go. Now we can be good people.
Please.
Please.
No, for once and for all, like actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Gorge. Well, what a beautiful episode. And
Yeah, I
we'll
feel like
be
it was
back.
much. We're definitely gonna be back. I have many things to say about a whole bunch of other things as podcasts go.
And we
So,
can keep talking. So we will.
right, so we have to wrap it up, or else it's gonna go on
Yeah.
another 30 minutes.
No. Okay, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Talk to you later.
Bye.
TTYL. Bye.